What are fractions and why are they so important? Well, as we know, we usually count stuff as a whole or an entire unit. For instance, we have one cake, 1 dozen, maybe 1 pie, 1 liter, and so on. But the thing is that we can actually divide those entire units into smaller portions or unit, and this is called fraction or fractioning. As we saw, we just cut a cake into 4 parts. So now we have 4 parts that compose an entire whole or one cake. If we eat 1 part, we have eaten 1/4 of a cake. Now, the number on the top is called the numerator and it is the amount of units that you are using or counting. The number below is called the denominator and it's the amount of units that compose the entire whole. Now, if you eat another part or another fourth, you have 2/4. Now, fraction comes from the Latin word fractio, that means to break. And what we do with fractions is cut an entire into smaller parts. We break it into other units. This is very useful when you don't want to use an entire unit and you only want to consume a portion of it. Now, we will eat another quart or quarter, and now we have 2/4, which simplified, it's a half. So we have eaten half of the cake. Now you see why fractions are so important. They are a better way to express smaller parts or numbers of stuff, since they are easier to remember and to use. Fractions are useful when you're counting smaller portions of an entire unit, like in this case, the cake. And it is always useful to understand and know them. You will always see fractions on a daily basis. They are used pretty much on everything, on currency, on money, on drinks, and things that you eat. We will show you some simple examples now. For example, drinks are always offered in many sizes as well as ice cream. Thanks for watching.